Hey guys, if you can tell from the title, you know what this video is about. But first of all, I would like to extend my sympathies, my condolences, and my prayers to the families and the people who were involved or have been a victim to the Seattle shootings. I pray for the people, for the young children who are still in intensive care or going through surgery, and I hope they pull through. And my thoughts are with those who are grieving. As far as I am aware, 3 people have severe injuries and 2 are dead. Other than this is a horrible tragedy, I don't know what to say. But my thoughts and my prayers and my sympathies go out to them. I think the biggest tragedy of mass shootings is you never understand the reason why. You never go through, or you don't really understand what goes through a person's mind as they commit these mass shootings. And people want to understand. People want to know what happened. And I think mainly about what Anita has done has just made this a bit, but it's made it horrible. To me, it's made it even more horrible. It's probably made it horrible to a lot more people. I mean, I think for the fact that she tweeted this out, I think it was either during or after the Seattle shootings, that was even worse. But I think what got my goat was the fact that it got retweeted and favoured without, just her followers being drones and literally retweeting it and following it and not taking into consideration what was happening at the time. That's what got me. But Anita, are you a robot, programmed to do whatever Macintosh tells you to do? At this point, I slightly believe that. If Macintosh told you to do these things, or to tweet these things out, either way, are you a robot? Are you a heartless woman? Starting to believe that as well. Are you a woman? Are you a human being without feeling? I believe that anyway. But are you a misandrist? Please tell me. Tell Monday Matt. He's asking the exact same question. Are you a misandrist? Because it would certainly explain a lot. I do agree with you on one tweet, Anita. When I heard about the Seattle shootings, fear and ultimately rage did bubble inside of me. Why the fear? Mass shootings have happened here in the UK, and it is scary. One not far from me. It's not nice. The rage was understandable because I didn't know the reason why. Why was this person going around shooting? That, and I can also understand why you would have fear and rage. Because of the Utah threat that you received of a mass shooting against you if you were to speak at Utah University. You ultimately cancelled that because you didn't agree with the security measures that were happening, even though it would have been against the rights of people that live in Utah, where they have guns. They're allowed to carry guns. But yeah, you cancelled that talk. Fine and fair enough. You were scared. I understand that. There was a mass shooting threat against you. Whether that shooting would have taken place is another issue. But I understand. You were scared, you recently received a threat, now this is happening. Yeah, I understand. But it's the next few tweets I don't understand, Anita. The next few tweets, I seriously think that you are a heartless woman. The second tweet that she put out is, we need to seriously address connections between violence, sexism and toxic ideas of manhood before boys and men commit more mass shootings. What connections? If this is going to be about video games, you're wrong. Because we can prove that crime rate has gone down and it has nothing to do with video games. But what toxic ideas? Men are not simple as if they have a gun they want to go shoot people. No, not all men are like that. In fact, it's not even men and boys. What if girls and women were doing the exact same thing? You wouldn't speak up then, would you, Anita? No. You'd hide behind the we don't know. We don't associate with them. They're not women. Well, maybe to you I'm not a woman either, because I'm totally disagreeing with you. But connections between violence, sexism and toxic ideas of manhood before boys and men. What toxic ideas of manhood? You're stabbing at the patriarchy, that's what it is. This non-patriarchy, as I call it, because I don't see patriarchy. Seriously, Anita, and how would you address it? Would you be going into workplaces? Schools? What would you be addressing? Seriously, what? What would you be addressing? What connections? Because not every mass shooter is the friggin' same. They all have different reasons. I'm sorry. No, they all have different reasons. Elliot Rodgers, it was about him not being able to get a girlfriend. And even if he did try, I don't think he'd be pleased with it anyway. With some other people, I think it was about the job or their lifestyle that they weren't happy with. It's all different. Every single one is different, Anita. It's not all the same. It's not all about against women, as you claim here for sexism. They don't just see a gun and say, I want to go kill people now. Not everyone is the same. The second tweet after this is, highly recommend the third edition of the Gender Note by Alan Johnson. It includes a new chapter on manhood and violence, and it has a link to Amazon. Now I can understand you pushing your agenda, Anita. And in a way, I can understand why you're pushing this as well. You endorsed it. So you're doing a favour to your mate there. Because if people look at the back of the book, she's there in white and brown, going off the cover. As, you know, she's endorsed this. It never leaves her side, apparently. Doesn't matter if there's a new chapter on it. She's endorsed it. So she's pushing her own agenda while pushing this guy's book, saying, read that. You know, that is just petty, Anita. That's just petty. Third tweet. Not a coincidence, it's always men and boys committing mass shootings. The pattern is connected to ideas of toxic masculinity in our culture. I know it's not the Notebook's fault, but those are Anita's words, and I can't believe that. I need to go get the Notebook now. Excuse me. Okay. But that's how mad it made me. Anita, up until now, all mass shootings have been committed by men or boys. We have not heard about any mass shootings connected to women or girls. That does not mean that every mass shooting will be committed by a male of the human species. Many women have also committed murders. Recently there has been a woman who murdered their own autistic child. There have been many women who murder for money. There have been many women who murder because they have found somebody else to satisfy their pleasures and they weren't happy in their married life. Murder, rape, theft, every crime that is not exclusively to men. Women can also. Women can also murder. Women can also steal. Women can also rape. So, what pattern are you talking about? Again, I think you're stabbing at the patriarchy. And it's a link to your first tweet of the toxic ideas of manhood, sexism and violence. But in each of these tweets, you know what you're talking about. I didn't even see a tweet before or after this of where you are giving your sympathies, your condolences to the people who are victims of the Seattle shootings. You don't give a damn. You care about pushing your own fucking agenda. So Anita, you are a heartless woman. My God, I didn't think I could get any angrier with you, Anita. But my God. These tweets. Toxic masculinity. What a buzzword. What is toxic masculinity besides buzzwords? Come on, Anita, explain. Explain what is toxic masculinity, please. What are toxic ideas of manhood? Just please explain. Or is that all explained in the book that you're trying to push? You know, the gender knot, is that all explained in there? Do I have to buy that book just to find out what toxic masculinity is? Anita, you heartless woman. I can't really say anything else, can I? You know, this has made me really angry, this. I found out yesterday back from Monday Matt. And also people posted in the Facebook group I'm with, the Women Against Feminist Gamers. They posted it in there. I actually thought it was something else. I thought that it was about the Utah threat. And even then, me thinking that, you've gone over the edge. What the hell? You're crazy. You're crazy in the head, Anita. But now that I see that it's also with Seattle shootings that were going on at the time of these tweets, you heartless woman. Heartless.